Hi, and welcome to the Good Health Podcast. I'm your host, Nicole Good, a registered nutritional therapy practitioner and functional medicine practitioner. Join me as we explore thyroid, brain, and fatigue conditions with positivity. From Hashimoto's to multiple sclerosis, chronic fatigue to adrenal dysfunction, I've got you covered. With expert advice and tips to help you take action now and inspiring real patient stories from successful individuals who refuse to let their health hold them back. Start your journey to good health today. And don't forget to come and join the conversation on Instagram at good_health. That's GOODE. Or visit my website at nicolegoodhealth.com to find out more.
Welcome to this episode of the Good Health Podcast. Today we're looking at hormones and their influence on health and specifically our longevity. Hormones are often referred to as the body's chemical messengers. They play a crucial role in virtually every physiological process, orchestrating a symphony of responses that regulate growth, metabolism, mood, reproduction, and more. At their core, hormones are signaling molecules produced by various glands and tissues within the body. They travel through the bloodstream, reaching target organs and tissues where they can exert their effect by binding to specific receptors. This intricate communication network ensures that our bodies function optimally and maintain homeostasis, which means that we stay in balance. The role that they play is diverse. Let's look at some examples. So they are involved in the regulation of growth and development. So hormones such as insulin-like growth factor 1, so IGF-1, and growth hormone are pivotal in promoting growth during childhood and adolescence. They stimulate cell growth and division, and they contribute to the development of bones, muscles, and organs. Then we've got our metabolic control. So hormones like insulin, glucagon, and the thyroid hormones regulate our metabolism, ensuring that nutrients are properly utilized for energy production, storage, and tissue repair. An imbalance in these hormones can lead to metabolic disorders like diabetes or thyroid dysfunctions. Then we have reproduction and sexual function. So our sex hormones, including estrogen, progesterone, and testosterone, govern the reproductive processes, sexual development, and fertility. And they regulate our menstrual cycles, ovulation, sperm production, and secondary sexual characteristics. Hormones are also involved in our mood and behavior. So we have neurotransmitter hormones like serotonin and dopamine that influence mood, cognition, and behavior. Hormonal imbalances can contribute to those mood disorders such as depression or anxiety. Then we have a stress response. So hormones like cortisol are produced by the adrenal glands and are key players in our body's response to stress. They help to regulate blood pressure, immune function, energy, metabolism, particularly during times of stress or danger. Understanding this delicate balance of hormones is really crucial for maintaining overall health and well-being. Imbalances or dysregulation of hormones can lead to a myriad of health issues, ranging from metabolic disorders to infertility, as well as accelerated aging. In this episode, we're really exploring how hormones impact longevity and delving into some strategies to optimize hormonal health to promote a longer and healthier lifespan. Okay, so we've looked at what hormones are and what some of their functions are, but what is the significance of longevity? Longevity, simply put, refers to the length of a person's life. Beyond mere survival, longevity encompasses quality of life and the ability to maintain health and vitality as we age. We call this our health span, and this is vitally important. In recent decades, there's been a growing interest in extending human lifespan and promoting healthy aging. Advancements in healthcare, nutrition, and lifestyle interventions have meant that it's increasingly possible to prolong life expectancy and enhance our overall well-being. Preventative medicine used to be a thing of the future, but that future is now here. And I work with people regularly on prevention and optimizing health. But why is longevity so important? First and foremost, extending our lifespan with optimal health span allows individuals to enjoy more time with loved ones. You can pursue more of your personal goals. You can contribute to society. And additionally, increased longevity is going to have profound economic implications. You can remain more active and independent for longer. Moreover, the quest for longevity is intertwined with this desire to delay or mitigate age-related diseases and disabilities. So by understanding the factors that influence aging, including hormonal regulation, which we're looking at today, we can develop strategies to promote healthy aging and prevent age-related illnesses such as cardiovascular disease, cancer, and neurodegenerative disorders. In the context of hormones, longevity research has revealed this really intricate connection between hormone balance and lifespan. Hormones not only influence the rate at which we age, but they also play a really vital role in determining our susceptibility to age-related diseases. So let's have a look at how hormones impact longevity. Hormones are pivotal players in the complex mechanisms that underpin aging and longevity. Their levels, balance, and activity profoundly influence the aging process and the risk of age-related diseases. So let's delve deeper into some of the key hormones and their impact on longevity. So first of all, let's take a look at insulin-like growth factor 1. We're going to call this IGF-1. IGF-1 is a hormone with structural and functional similarities to insulin. It promotes cell growth, proliferation, and differentiation. It plays a crucial role in tissue repair and regeneration. So while IGF-1 is essential for growth and development, elevated levels in adulthood have been associated with accelerated aging and increased risk of age-related diseases such as cancer. Conversely, lower levels of IGF-1, often seen in lower calorie intake or certain genetic mutations, have been linked to extended lifespan and improved health span in various animal models. So this research at the moment is within animal models. Then we have growth hormone. So growth hormone is produced by the pituitary gland, which is at the base of your brain, and it stimulates growth, cell regeneration, and metabolic processes throughout life. So similar to IGF-1, high levels of growth hormones have been associated with accelerated aging and increased mortality risk. However, growth hormone deficiency has also been linked to premature aging and decreased lifespan. So optimal growth hormone levels appear to be really crucial for maintaining that health and longevity. Then we have the thyroid hormones, so T3 and T4. The thyroid hormones regulate metabolism, energy production, body temperature, and more. And they influence virtually every organ system in the body. So both excess and deficiency of thyroid hormones can have a really detrimental effect on longevity. Hyperthyroidism, which is excessive thyroid hormone, is associated with an increased risk of cardiovascular disease and osteoporosis, while hypothyroidism, so an insufficient thyroid hormone level, may lead to metabolic slowdown and age-related cognitive decline. So next we need to look at the sex hormones, so estrogen and testosterone, for example. Estrogen and testosterone play crucial roles in reproductive function, bone health, muscle mass, and cognitive function. Declining levels of these sex hormones as we age are associated with various age-related conditions, such as osteoporosis, sarcopenia, which is muscle loss, and cognitive decline. Then we have cortisol. Cortisol is one of our stress hormones that is produced by the adrenal glands in response to stressors, and it regulates metabolism, immune function, and the body's response to inflammation. Chronic elevation of cortisol due to prolonged stress has been implicated in accelerated aging and increased risk of age-related diseases such as cardiovascular disease, diabetes, and neurodegenerative disorders. So managing stress and cortisol levels is really essential for promoting longevity. So as you can see, understanding this really intricate interplay between these hormones and their effects on aging can provide insights into strategies for promoting healthy aging and extending lifespan and, importantly, health span. So by maintaining hormonal balance through lifestyle interventions, such as your dietary choices, and in some cases, medical interventions, we can optimize our chances for a longer and healthier life. By maintaining this hormonal balance, we can have optimal functioning of body systems. So we've seen that hormones regulate various body systems, the metabolism, reproduction, immune function, stress response. And when hormones are in balance, these systems function really harmoniously and promote this overall health and vitality. If we have that hormonal balance, we can also help to prevent age-related diseases. So hormonal balances such as the insulin resistance, hypothyroidism can increase that risk of developing age-related diseases. Excessive levels of insulin or reduced sensitivity to insulin, so insulin resistance, can lead to elevated blood sugar levels, which can lead to inflammation and can therefore lead to oxidative stress. Over time, this can contribute to the development of type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disease, neurodegenerative disorders. Hyperthyroidism, for example, the insufficient production of these thyroid hormones, can slow down metabolism. That can lead to weight gain, fatigue, cognitive impairment. So it's associated with increased risk of cardiovascular disease, depression, and other age-related conditions. So if we can keep these hormones in balance, we can really prevent these age-related diseases. Maintaining hormonal balance also means that we can impact the aging process. So hormonal balances can accelerate the aging process by affecting cellular repair, regeneration, and immune function. So for example, declining levels of estrogen and testosterone as we age can lead to a loss of muscle mass, bone density, and skin elasticity. This contributes to age-related conditions such as osteoporosis, sarcopenia, and skin wrinkling. Chronic stress and those elevated cortisol levels, which we've looked at, they can accelerate the aging process by promoting inflammation, oxidative stress, and telomere shortening, which we've looked at in another episode. But these are all associated with cellular aging and increased risk of age-related diseases. We can also expand quality of life by maintaining hormonal balance. So hormonal optimization can really help to alleviate symptoms of aging, enhance that cognitive function, improve our mood, increase our energy levels, and really allows us to enjoy a higher quality of life as we age. And that allows you to stay active for longer and enjoy more of the things that you love and be less dependent on medical services or on carers. So we know that as we age, these hormone levels naturally decline, and this can lead to these various age-related changes and increased vulnerability to disease. Hormonal decline contributes to muscle loss, bone fragility, cognitive decline, metabolic disorders, and hormones don't act in isolation. So rather they act with one another, and it's really complex how they work together to regulate physiological processes. So for example, insulin resistance can disrupt the balance between insulin and other hormones such as glucagon and cortisol, leading to that metabolic dysfunction and inflammation. So we need to understand the interactions as well between the different hormones and how they're all interconnected in order to maintain this homeostasis of hormonal balance and promote this longevity. There are things we can do. So we can address hormonal balance through targeted interventions. So we can optimize our health span and increase our chances of living healthier for longer. So how do we do this? We know that maintaining hormonal balance is closely linked to lifestyle factors such as diet, exercise, and sleep. So let's have a look at the impact of these and let's look at some practical steps that you can do to optimize each. Okay, so diet. Let's look at diet first. Diet plays a crucial role in regulating hormone levels and influencing longevity. And different dietary patterns have been found to have varying effects on hormone production and overall health span. There's lots of dietary interventions that can support hormonal balance. And the key really is in personalizing the diet to the individual. This is really important. And in clinic, I often run things like the Dutch test, thyroid bloods, general bloods, including things like your insulin, your blood sugars, and your cardiovascular risk markers, as well as adrenal function tests with patients so that we can see where that individual is sitting, where we need to focus, and we can see how all those hormones are interlinking together. We can then tailor a program specifically for them. That's the perfect way of doing things, is to have it really, really personalized. And functional medicine always promotes a really personalized approach. However, on the whole, a Mediterranean diet has been found to positively impact our hormone balance. So this Mediterranean diet is rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, healthy fats, so things like your fish, olive oil, nuts, and your lean protein, so fish and poultry. And that's all been associated with promoting hormonal balance by providing really essential nutrients and antioxidants, and therefore improving insulin sensitivity, reducing inflammation, and lowering this risk of chronic diseases. So what practical steps could you take? If you want to move towards a Mediterranean diet, you want to emphasize whole unprocessed foods, include plenty of fruits, veg, and healthy fats. We want to reduce refined carbohydrates and sugars. These can spike those insulin levels and contribute to this insulin resistance. You might want to consider some form of intermittent fasting. So something like time-restricted eating, whereby you eat within a certain window through the day and you're fasting overnight. This can really help to regulate insulin levels and promote metabolic health. And then we want to get plenty of those antioxidants in the diet. So lots of diversity. So you really want to be eating 2 of each color food a day and making sure that you're picking up different and new foods in the supermarket every time you go and do your food shop. So next, we've got exercise. So we know that regular physical activity is essential for hormone regulation and promoting longevity. Exercise affects hormone production, metabolism, and overall well-being in various ways. And various different types of exercise can be beneficial in different ways. So we have resistance training or strength training, This can increase that muscle mass. It can help to boost metabolism. It can improve insulin sensitivity and can lead to better overall hormonal balance. We have aerobic exercise. So these are our cardiovascular activities. So things like walking, running, cycling. These can help to reduce stress hormones like cortisol. Can also promote the release of endorphins, which helps to improve mood and reduce anxiety. We have things like high intensity interval training, so those HIIT workouts, which have been shown to increase growth hormone levels, and that may have anti-aging effects and promote fat loss. So practical steps, what can you do with exercise? Aim to have at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity aerobic exercise per week. With this, we want some muscle strengthening exercise. We want some of that resistance training or strength training, ideally on 2 or more days per week. You want to incorporate a variety of activities into your routine. So we want to include cardio, we want to include strength training, flexibility exercises. So try and mix things up and get a good variety of different types of exercise in there. Also really important, listen to your body. So we want to avoid overtraining. Overtraining can actually also have a negative impact on your hormonal balance because excessive exercise can increase those stress hormones. So really listen to your body. Make sure that your body is recovering well from exercise and exercise again when you feel like you've had that time to recover. This may mean that you need to exercise every other day to give your body a day in between to have a break. So really learn to listen to your body. And then the next factor we need to look at is sleep. So adequate sleep is essential for hormonal balance, cellular repair, and overall health span. Poor sleep quality and insufficient sleep can disrupt hormone production and can increase the risk of chronic diseases. The majority of growth hormone is actually released during sleep, during deep sleep. Sleep also promotes tissue repair, muscle growth, and fat metabolism. Sleep deprivation or disrupted sleep can lead to elevated cortisol levels, so that's stress hormone. And this can impair that glucose metabolism. It can increase appetite. It can contribute to weight gain. Leptin and ghrelin, which are our hunger hormones, are also impacted by sleep. If we don't get enough sleep, this can lead to increased appetite and cravings for more of those higher calorie foods or sugary foods when we've had that inadequate sleep. So practical steps. Aim for sort of 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep a night. Establish a consistent sleep schedule. So going to bed and waking up at the same time each day, even on weekends, is really, really important for a consistent sleep schedule. Try and create some form of relaxing bedtime routine. So this helps to signal your body that it's time to start winding down. So things like reading, taking a warm bath, practicing relaxation techniques like deep breathing or meditation, anything that you find relaxing. It might be listening to music, whatever it is for you that is going to help you to wind down. Try and create some form of bedtime routine with that. What this means is if we implement that prior to bedtime, it also means that we're turning off those screens earlier. So we want to turn off those screens at least an hour before bed, earlier if we can, and put things in there instead, like the reading, like listening to music, something that's getting you away from those screens before going to sleep. And then extra to a bedtime routine, a little morning routine that you can do is get some daylight first thing in the morning. So this is really important at helping to balance the circadian rhythm and helping you to get better, really good sleep. So by incorporating all of these practical steps into your lifestyle from diet, exercise, and sleep, you can really positively influence the hormone levels. You can promote hormonal balance and enhance your overall health span and longevity. So that is all for this week. I hope you found this episode really helpful and that you will go away and implement some of these steps. We'll be back next week with a great guest for you, and I'll see you then.
I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Good Health Podcast. Do share the episode with anyone who you think it may benefit or who may enjoy it, and help me spread the word by rating the episode or leaving a review. If you want more, you can find other episodes in the series on your podcast app or sign up to my free newsletter. Not only will you get information on new episodes launching, but we cover lots of health topics with the Ask Nicole section where you can send in your questions, my favorite recipes, my favorite products, tips and tricks to help you on the road to good health, and much more. You can sign up free of charge at nicolegoodhealth.com/newsletter, also linked below. I hope you have a lovely week. Don't forget to hit subscribe, and I'll see you next time.